Hello, beautiful souls. It's Melly again. Welcome back to my channel, Imbody Tarot, where we become the energy that we want to attract. In today's reading, we're going to tap into July's energy. What's to come for you, what you're manifesting, but most importantly, what you need to know. We do have 4 piles that you could choose from. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. In which each pile we are accompanied by a crystal. For pile number 1, we have clear quartz or needle quartz. For pile number 2, we have the rose quartz. For pile number 3, we have malachite. And for pile number 4, we have kyanite. I really want you to take a moment to trust yourself with each pile, and whatever you're drawn to, then that's the pile for you. There will be an instance where you may feel like you're drawn to more than one pile. Please don't be shy. There could be a message very potent for you in those 2 piles. So trust your gut and let's begin your reading. Hello, pile number 1. So if you chose the clear quartz, then this is your reading. You are probably drawn to this pile because you are in the phase of creating. You are amplifying some type of energy. The clear quartz is a master crystals, and whatever it surrounds, it enhances it. So I see you slowly but surely enhancing your journey when it comes to you bettering yourself, mastering your craft, mastering who you want to be in this life. This month for you is you stepping out your comfort zone and finally doing the things that you really are drawn and called to. And I love this for you. We're going to look at some oracle messages for you. Ooh, I didn't have to shuffle. The first card that you have is the 2nd house. So you are about to be extremely resourceful, probably bringing in a lot of money that you were not expecting, and also creating opportunities for yourself. I feel like you're going to leave your comfort zone when it comes to how you receive stability and create the stability that you desire in your life. With the 10th house, this is also a career opportunity. So you are about to be your business. You're about to be all about your business. You are going to accelerate your goals and aspirations, and you are going to probably network a lot this month. I feel like for you this month, it's all about you stepping out your comfort zone to find the things that you want. It's very interesting that in the 10th house, we see a person hiking up a mountain, and usually mountain represents challenges, but with this card, we also have the energy of a rainbow, and rainbow is the calm after the storm. The sun comes out. Things are going to illuminate in your life. So the things that's been holding you back, you are moving away from it. And I see you're going to step out on a cliff and say, you know what? I'm going to take a risk. And this risk is going to be very great for me. With this arrow or thorn going through the apple, I feel like you may have in the past took some opportunities that you weren't proud about, or you made some decisions that you wish you go back into time and change it. It's like you made this decision on a high stressful type of energy, or you did not have a goal in mind. And now that you are finally figuring out yourself and you're mastering who you are, you're reliving the past over and over and over again. But this month is all about you getting out your head. Okay? What energy are group number 1 entertaining? With the law of immortality, it says time is only of the essence of your full expression. You're going to have to force yourself to see things from a different perspective. If you're aware of quantum physics, it tells us that we are a part of a collective consciousness, and everything is happening all at once: the past, the present, and the future. In order for you to receive the resources and the happiness that you want, you have to express that. So you have to live in the energy that you want. You have to embody the energy that you want. So if you want to become a millionaire, you have to start acting like that and surround yourself around millionaires. If you see yourself becoming a doctor, then that's what you have to do. Surround yourself by doctors, because the energy will not lie. You're going to attract energies to you. And the energy that you're attracting to you is you being a business person, you elevating, you leveling up, you becoming financially stable, you having the home that you finally desire, you having the promotions you finally get in. For this group, I see this elevation of your social status of some sort. Some of y'all may go through this time period where you may have an energy of, I'm going to get unexpected attention from the people who I finally want. You're going to find your core audience. You're going to find your soul tribe. You're going to find the people who genuinely want to support you, and not support you because they want to receive something else from you. They want to make sure that you are at your highest good so that they can be at their highest good. It's a collective consciousness. You're going to figure out the energy that's going to propel you to the next level. With the law of time, it goes back to perception, right? In quantum physics, it says you have the ability to bend time with power of perception. You have not run out of time. Things will slow down based on how you want to view it. Things will increase. So you mastering your energy, you developing your energy, you collecting your resources, you knowing that everything will work out in your best good, your better good, is you really taking yourself serious. You bending time is you realizing that the things from the past is no longer serving you right now, and I can move on from it. You could cut those cords, cut those connections. You're not realizing that soul within, soul without, and vice versa. Your inner world is your outer world. And if you want to be wealthy, you have to start treating yourself wealthy internally. You can't just say, I am wealthy, and then go about your day. You have to say, well, I'm applying this lip gloss because I know that I'm going to attract the right people. Glamour magic. I'm going to speak to people who will bring me to life, get me to where I want to be. I'm wearing this particular material because it makes me feel elevated. I connected to the higher ups in life, the higher echelon, and I belong to this higher echelon. You're wearing pink because it's reminding you of compassion. You're wearing blue because you want to articulate better. So you're playing with the elements to get what you want. It's like you're a magician where you're manifesting the life that you really desire. And you are forcing people to treat you in that manner. It's not only about time, it's also about how people receive you and how you put yourself out in the world. For the month of July, you're taking a complete 180 with how you walk through life again. Some of you may be going through a Saturn return where you're not going to be the pushover anymore. You're not going to have the personality where you're having imposter syndrome. To gone with that. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new light. And the universe is so tapped in with your energy right now that it keeps putting you in a situation where you have to forcefully level up. And you may not like it because it's a little bit uncomfortable. But being uncomfortable makes changes. You are going to disconnect with things that no longer serve you. And with that, you're making space for things that you deserve and you always wanted. The things that your inner child cry for. Let's see the energy of the personality that you're embodying. Ooh, the protector. It says, surround yourself with people who uplift you, accept you as who you are, believe in your vision and your purpose, and bring out the best in you. Okay? You are going to be around people who want to see you win because you winning is them winning. They don't see you as competition. They see you as a mirror reflection of them. People who vibrate on the highest good to serve the community and that's comfortable within themselves, they elevate the people around them. They don't want to be around yes men and yes women. They want to be around people who would challenge their thoughts so they can have better outcomes. If you do not resolve to be patient and endure tough times, success may appear to you to always be in the future or in another's power. This goes back to you not being around yes men and you being around people who challenge you. You being around people who want to see you thrive and be great. If life is difficult, it's worth living for. If something comes easy to you, you won't appreciate it. It will slip out your hand without you realizing it. And our last card is the Inventor. With the Inventor, it says, this is a good time to amplify your focus and to clear and purify space in your world and in your mind to make way for something new. You are not even in a rebuilding stage. You're in a stage where things come to you naturally. It's like light attracting light. And only you are going to get in your way because you refuse to see the things that you're manifesting because you're consistently on the go. You're consistently on survival mode. And the universe is telling you for the month of July is that you're going to recreate a version of you that is impeccable and unstoppable. And it's a version that will inspire millions of people. It's the version that people will say, I want to be like her. I want to be like him. How do I replicate that? How do I emulate that? This energy is all about you just going with the flow, but with intentions. You may have to clean your house a little bit more, clear out your closet. By you physically clearing out your physical environment, your mind gets clarity. You're not clouded by things that does not matter anymore. You're laser focused on the things that you want and you're going to receive it. You're laser focused on the winnings, the accomplishments. Not, oh, I messed up 3 years ago and because of that, I didn't get this. No, that lesson 3 years ago was to propel you and prepare you for this moment. So no need to regret things anymore. Step into your light. The light that you created, the light that you are inspired by, the light that makes you feel happy, the light that everyone is drawn to but don't have access to because you now have boundaries. You now know who you are. You're amplifying things. You're creating things. You're making things better. You are the director not only of your life but of your community. You're an influencer. Now let's get into your tarot. What does pile number 1 need to know about their July? What is their energy? What's to come to them? What they're manifesting? How it's going to manifest? And any signs, spirits, please give us the guidance that we need for pile number 1. Ooh, the 5 of Pentacles. Not feeling left out in the dark. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but it's so you could finally consume it, where it's piercing your brain. The 5 of Pentacles, first of all, 5 is a midway point, right? It's challenges, right? But the challenges that you're facing is now behind you. Pentacles is stability. So in the past, you may find yourself withholding resources, and now you're realizing that you can't carry all these burden, all these resources, all this responsibility on your own. So you're now letting go of these resources. You're lightening your load so you can focus on one. You may be the person that's rid of everything, but is not a master of none. So yes, you can do it, but then it's just like you get bored easily. You don't want to go through that cycle anymore. So this month, I see you financially recovering, which is crazy because we have the 2nd house and the 10th house, but also not feeling left out in the dark, not feeling like you're in survival mode. You have the 4 of Swords. You're going to be detached. You're going to elevate mentally. You're going to feel the energies of people. Not to scare you, but I feel like you're going to be able to predict people's intentions and thoughts and their next move. So do not doubt your intuition. Whatever comes to your mind is for you. And you're going to take heed of that. You are going to mentally level up. You have the Knight of Wands. This pile, when it comes to love, I feel like some of us are still stuck in the past, or somebody in the past is still holding on to our energies. And it's telling you that, I'm not going to say it's time to move on, but with the Knight of Wands, it's more so, let's start looking for stability within our relationships. Let's not use our physical body and intimacy in order to hook somebody in. I think that you need to be more serious with who you dedicate your time to. So it may be the time for you, get off social media when it comes to finding your next partner, or if you need to block somebody so you can elevate your life, go ahead and block them. I think that you've been moving so fast with people pleasing tendencies that you end up losing yourself. And this month is all about you finding yourself and what you like in life. With the 2 of Wands, I do see us traveling or just consistently thinking about how to make things better. The 2 of Wands energy is all about you pondering, right? It's all about passion and action, but you're sitting with your thoughts. You're sitting with the energy on how to move forward. You are slowing down. You don't feel like going 100 miles per hour is the way to go. You may say, hey, you're going to have your to-do list or your get stuff done list. And this to-do list will probably have 2 things on it, where it's drink 1 bottle of water for today and work on your blog. work on your craft. It could be something simple as eat a healthy breakfast and call your mother, call your father. It could be something simple as you writing a caption on a post that makes you feel good. So with the Two of Wands, I see you planning things for the most part. I low-key want to know what exactly you'll be planning. Okay. You're the King of Swords. You're going to articulate something. Maybe it's a public speech. You're going to reach out to somebody with a contract. You're going to negotiate something. And this something could be your finances, figuring out how people get money for the most part. It could be you negotiating, you buying something big, so a car. It could be you going to the bank and negotiating why you should have this particular bank account that you don't really qualify for, but it will help the bank by giving you access to it. I think that you're going to be asking somebody for access to something, and in your mind, they're going to tell you no, but surprisingly, they're going to tell you yes because you applied that pressure on them. What is this in reference to? What is this in reference to? Rebuilding, reconnecting within the past, asking for help. The Tower card is in reverse, is an energy of reconstruction. So you're going to revisit something from the past, finding balance, stability. Some of us is being called to use our hands to build on things. With the Temperance card, it's once again negotiation for the most part. It's you playing with people's heartstrings to get what you want. I think that you're going to approach people now with saying, I can help you do this. Let me help you. And they're going to hook them in. And by you hooking them in, they're going to be like, oh, tell me more. I want to invest all this money into you. And that's how you're going to get your resources. The Death card in reverse is something that you are hiding, right? It is something that you don't want to face. You got to face your truth this month. This month is going to bring you the energy of saying that the things that end doesn't last forever unless you say it lasts forever. It's just a season in your life. It's just a lesson in your life. You're going to be calling out for help. You're going to be very emotional for the most part, but it's calling you to dig deep. Understand why you do what you do and how to do it. And then it's going to also teach you that you need to project yourself onto others in a very positive way. Don't take no for an answer. Don't accept the first yes, and negotiate the things that you want. Because the things that you want, you worked hard for and you're entitled to. The last card that we have to clarify this rebuilding era is a Seven of Swords. Lead with truth. Lead with the energy of no one can stop me because I know who I am full force. Lead with the energy of saying, yes, I'm in pain, but this pain doesn't last forever. Yes, you don't told me no a million times, but I'm asking a million and one time more. Know that the rejection that you faced in the past is a redirection. And now you're on the proper timeline to get what you want. You're manifesting so much. You're a master manifester at this point. But the only way for you to see it is if you believe it. You have to speak life into yourself. When it comes to love, what is coming for the collective? The Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Somebody from your past is coming back and they owe you a very big conversation. It could be apology, and they're going to give it to you. They're going to be very regretful, and they're going to tell you that everything that you said to them in the past is the truth. And they're going to tell you that they've been manifesting you, right? But Spirit is saying that you probably need to cleanse your energy before you communicate with them so that you know if their intentions are pure. The Magician card in reverse is not being able to see things clearly or not having follow through. Not feeling like you're comfortable enough to make things happen. The Knight of Swords is a need to make things happen very quickly, very fast, and need to communicate. The Fool card in reverse is the energy of doing things just because, being very reckless, not having intentions, probably cleaning up somebody else's mess. So when this person comes back into your life, make sure that you're communicating with them because it makes you happy. Don't go ahead and try to save them. It's no longer your job to save people anymore. Relationships should have equal give and take. Unless you don't care about yourself. But I know that you care about yourself, right? Because you're a beautiful soul. And you deserve the greatest things in life. You don't deserve to sit around thinking about the people who have hurt you in the past. You deserve all the blessings. And you deserve to have people who want to see you win. What is group 1 manifesting that they are not aware of? Ooh. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. The ability to spend freely. The ability to walk without being held down. The ability to do things with an open heart. The 4 of Pentacles is you reserving energy, right? But in reverse, it's like you having an Oprah money. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. You want to preach the gospel. When I say gospel, not to say the Bible, but you want to preach to people, reach out to people. You want to give to people where you don't feel like you're being stingy with things. So you're manifesting the ability to be fruitful and multiply. You're manifesting the energy of money, but money where you don't feel like you have to be conservative with your money. What does group number 1 manifest that they don't realize? Ace of Swords. You're manifesting conversations. You're manifesting you have an epiphany. Some of y'all will be going through a spiritual awakening. You're manifesting giving people the help that they want through mental gymnastics. And when I say mental gymnastics, it's more so mental toughness. Being able to bounce back, being able to perform, being able to look so flowy and beautiful while performing high stunts that are dangerous. You want to take people out of a danger zone in their life, specifically in their mind. So you're manifesting, 1, a clear mind for yourself, but also to have people who are thought-provoking that can help you long term. Last but not least, what is group 1 manifesting that they do not realize? The Hermit card. Nope. The Hierophant card. You want people to move from old thinking. The Hierophant card is 1, having a mentor, right? If it's upright. It is also group thinking, having values. You're realizing the things that society has boxed you in does not work for you. So traditionally they may say, go to college, get a degree, go get a job, stay in that job for a very long time. You're not realizing like, no, I may not want to get a degree. I may want to get a certification in this, and then I want to hop around. I may want to travel the world and work remotely. I don't want to go to a typical 9 to 5. Maybe I want to work the graveyard shift. So you are stepping out on a limb to find who you are. And who you are is you being conscious of the things that make you happy on the inside. You're manifesting you freeing yourself. Freedom. Freedom of relationships, freedom when it comes to financial stability, freedom when it comes to happiness, freedom when it comes to reinventing yourself, innovative, not having a dogmatic type of personality or thought process. You are manifesting the ability to become the teacher, but also learn. You want to learn from every and anybody. You want to taste how it is to be successful. You want to be able to experience life without concern or worry. And for this month, I think that's exactly what you're going to experience. You're going to experience a change where you're able to manipulate energy. You're going to experience a change where you may think something and it happens immediately. You're going to experience a change where you're just going to throw everything out there, but intentionally, you know exactly what you want it to stick, and it's going to stick. You're manifesting money that's going to come to you because money loves you and appreciates you. You're manifesting a particular person to finally have the right intentions with you. And if they don't, you have the courage to leave them alone. And I love this for you. So until next time, group number 1, I wish you the best. And see you later. Ciao. Hello, group number 2. This is your reading. And if you chose the Rose Quartz, you could be manifesting love, happiness, unconditional truth, honesty, and probably opening up your heart chakra. You desire peace. And I feel like this month, however you decide to express peace is what you're going to receive. Now let's go ahead and tap into your oracle messages. We're going to put your tarot cards to the side. Let's see. What is group number 2 manifesting? What's the energy? What's the come for group number 2 for the month of July? So we have the need to change, Uranus. Uranus energy it's distant, but it makes impact. The impact that it makes may not be immediate, but it is impactful. I feel like instead of you having 500 people supporting you, you rather have 2, because those 2 will make sure that the generations after you are okay. You're very selective with your energy and your resources and your love. You're leading with your heart because you know your value. And I feel like a lot of people have not accepted the new you, but you don't really care. What's interesting is we have the number 27. 27 added again equals 9, right? And 9 is completion. But also 2 plus 5 is 7, which is alignment, higher. It's you attaching your higher vibration with where you're at right now. So I feel like the changes and energy that's coming to you this month is you being aligned with your higher purpose, your higher soul, and just you accomplishing your goals that you set forward in this lifetime. So you may have an epiphany of who you are, what you are, and the reason why you're on this earth in this season, and the reason why you met the people that you have, and how you're going to improve the people around you. I see you doing more social community work, so probably activism. You could also, give back to the poor and just make people feel happy. You meet people where they're at, okay? What's pile number 2 energy for July 2025? We have opposition, confrontation. The energy surrounding you is difficult, but that's because you deserve a challenge. You are so used to things coming in easily at the beginning, and then it hits you in the face midway through. And then you're just like, I don't care, I don't need it, I don't deserve it, whatever, I give up. But with this opposition energy, it's teaching you how to use the hatred, the dark side of you, your shadow side, your ego, to make things happen. So July is you learning your ego and making work with it. July is all about you enhancing yourself, being a villain in somebody's story because the greater good needs it. With opposition, you get to learn from different things. So just like we have love and light, we have I wish somebody would. And I think that's your energy. If y'all want to test my boundaries and try to upset my soul so that I cannot ascend and make the 2 people who I want to ascend with better, then you got a rude awakening. You know that a lot of people will not accept your voice and your messages right now because they don't understand what love is and how to do things from out of compassion. But at the same time, you're learning that it doesn't matter. Eventually they will. And it's not your job to force love onto them. It's not your job to change people for them to see how you see things, And I think with this month, you're going to realize that I'm going to change the people who are willing to change. I'm going to meet them exactly where they're meeting me at, and we're going to make our different experiences work. With the law of Dhamra, it says transfer your pain into your purpose. That's literally what we're speaking about now. Using your ego, using your shadow to make lemons become lemonade, making things better, not being so poised anymore. Being very blunt, being very direct. So this month is you finding your voice, and this month is you truly stepping into your power. No matter who is aggravated by what you bring to the table. This month is not you rebuilding, it's you acknowledging. Acknowledging the energies that's going to amplify and make your community better. You are about to be a leader. You're a leader this month. And it's not going to be comfortable. It's not something that you want, but it's something that you have to do. You're You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. What do we have right there? The law of power. Remember the truth of who you are. Remember the truth of who you are. I say it again. Remember the truth of who you are. In this jungle, with all the changes happening, your light is going to make everything better. But you have to play the duality role. It's not something that you want to do, but it's something that you need to do. And this need to be focused and tunnel vision on the energies that are around you is what is going to make your life better. It's giving me the energy of knowing the arc. While you're developing things and making things better and you're trying to save people, in the process, there are people that is throwing their back against you and they don't want to see you win. And it's also the people that's closest to you. They're giving up on you and they're talking bad about you. And they just want you to feel the pain that they felt. But you didn't cause this pain, right? But no matter what, you're still building, you're still building, you're still building, you're still creating this environment that is not normal. And it's technically not possible. But you know what? You're going to bring the people who want to change, who want to be happy, who want to be unconditional. The animals up on board because they listen. They're energetically drawn to you. And you are going to make the journey for them better. You are a selfless person, pile number 2. And the universe admires that. But sometimes they want you to be more selfish and stop being so forgiveful. Because the more you lead with your heart, sometimes it makes you doubt what your mission is. So this is a reminder for you to probably write down what are your priorities and watch you get it. No small goal or big goal is impossible to receive. So list the small things, list the big things, and it's going to happen. You are now planting the seeds for change is going to happen within 6 months. So this month of July for you is you laying the foundation. Laying the foundation for you to get what you want, how you want, when you want, where you want it. But you know what? This foundation is going to be very solid, but very loving. It's your comfort zone. It's your home. It's where you rest at. It's your nesting area. It's your security. It's your protector. Let's see. What energy is pile number 2 embodying this month? We have the shaman, and it says, work on healing and empowering yourself if you want to be useful for others on their own journey from suffering to healing. Literally, the example of knowing the arc. They may reject you, but they're really rejecting themselves. It's not you, it's them. I cannot pronounce this word, so let me bring it closer. Yogini. So it's Yogini. And it says, we are all one, each an inseparable part of the unseen, infinite energies that surround, sustain, and empower us, and that all that it is. You're saving the right people to better mankind. And that's your only goal in life. You were brought on this world to better mankind, even if mankind don't want you to do it. Some of y'all may feel like y'all the next Messiah, and that's okay. That's okay. It's good for you to see yourself in that higher power because you are powerful. I forgot that we had law of power. Your purpose is for you to lead. And you have to lead by example with love and with hatred. And that is okay. That is okay. I do want to pull one more card, maybe 2 more. You have the butterfly. It says, allow yourself to leave behind the past, and what is no longer necessary for you can truly be the person you have worked hard to become. Only you can put you first. Only you can be a savior to yourself. Only you can truly love yourself the way how you want to be loved. And the butterfly ideally represents transformation, right? But in this essence, it means acceptance. Accepting the flaws and all about you. You're not a liar. You're strategic. You're not a manipulator. You just see things differently. You're not blunt. You just have boundaries. It's all about perspective. And there's no need for you to change yourself anymore. Let's get into your tarot. What is Kyle number 2 manifesting for the month of July? Empress, the mother, right? The Empress card is all about nurturing, unconditional love. It's Venus energy, right? So abundance, it's relationships, it's stability, focus, being stubborn, but also having the right relationships. It's in reverse, so I feel like you have been blocked when it comes to showing your true core and just loving yourself. You are great at projecting at people and pushing people forward. You're always somebody's cheerleader, and you probably lost yourself. So now you're redefining who you are, and you're re-loving on yourself. And you're realizing that the more you love yourself, the less opposition you have, and the more accepting of all energies. You know how to work with everything, no matter where it's at. You're realizing that the change that you need to do is a change within. Watch how you speak to yourself. Speak life into yourself. Don't go around putting yourself down just because that's what fit in the cookie cutter situation that society gives us. You're manifesting the ability to be very direct with yourself and approach yourself in a very realistic manner. You are having lots of epiphany, and your crown chakra is just so powerful. And you may feel like it's not in balance, but in reality, it is on and popping. Reality is that you are outwardly projecting love onto other people. We're going to project it on yourself, and you're manifesting that self-love. Everything is internal for you this month. The World's card. We have 2 major arcanas. The World's card is saying that you may feel like you're Mother Earth, or you may have a need to go outside and plant, create a garden, because you are a garden. And I don't want to say garden, I want to say a rainforest, because a rainforest or a jungle have so many layers to it. And you want to, 1, discover or rediscover your layers, but 2, you want people to accept those layers for who you are and what you are, right? You have the microorganisms that is the essence of the rainforest, of the jungle. Then you have the water that's nurturing, that brings energy in a very flowing manner. Water could be destructive based on the pressure that's under, or it could be free flowing based on the energy that's under, right? You also have it to where that you want to open Pandora's box this month. You're not scared, not afraid, but you know that when you open this box, you're going to be enlightened. The color yellow is creativity. It's you trusting your intuition, and it's you being happy, energetically being bright. You're calm, you're muted, you're peaceful. And look, we have more butterflies. And where we have the butterfly. And let's read it again. It says, allow yourself to leave behind the past and what is no longer necessary to you. That's the World's card, going on a journey. So you're manifesting big travels in your life. You're manifesting a change. So you may want to buy a new car. You may want to go on that vacation that you've always been putting off. You may finally get that visa. It's finally granted. So whatever big thing that you've been working towards, you feel like no matter what you can receive, you're going to receive it this month. You're initiating it. The Six of Cups. It's so interesting. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is the energy of innocence when it comes to memories, right? But it's also you reflecting on your emotions in the past. But it's a very loving energy. And I'm just infatuated that we have the Empress with the Six of Cups. This pile is giving me baby energy. Some of you may be new moms, or you may become a mom, or you may become an auntie. There's going to be a new youthful energy within your family, within your dynamics, right? Somebody or something that you have to care for that they don't really have a choice, but you're going to love on them. You're going to be a reflection of you. And it's going to be a new journey that's unexpected. So you may have to travel to see this baby. You may become a foster parent of some sort. You just may have the energy of, I need to go back to reflect on something. This energy is also manifesting old love, a love from the past. And it doesn't have to be like a boyfriend or girlfriend. It could be you reconnecting with an old friend, an old boss, an old mentor. Is you reconnecting with the right energies, the energy that's going to make you feel alive, well, and whole again. The energies that makes you feel happy. I just look at the bottom of my deck and we have the Page of Swords. And look what they're doing. They're writing. They're sending out a letter. The Page of Swords energy is the energy of watching from afar. Some people say spying. But it's also you being interested. You're peeking. You're like, You're intrigued by something and you're ready to act on it. This is your sign to act on it. But make sure that you're comfortable whether or not it goes good or bad, no matter what the outcome is. I think long term the outcome will be good, but sometimes you get in your head. What energy is actually happening for pile number 2? What energy is actually happening for pile number 2? The Lovers in reverse. Let's put this right here. The Lovers in reverse. The person who you're thinking about, they're thinking about you too. And the only reason why you're thinking about them is because they're thinking about you. And they thought that they were able to move on from you, but you guys are really stuck. And I'm like smiling from ear to ear. My cheekbones are hurting at this moment because you and that person know that the relation that you guys have is one of a kind. If it's a friendship relationship that comes to your mind, I feel like they finally have your best interest at heart and they just want their old friend back, the happy-go-lucky friend. And you're just like, we have grown and we have outgrown each other. But it's just like, are you willing to not experience that again? Even if it was somebody new, use that relationship as inspiration. If you are married, I feel like you are going to reconcile with your person. You guys may have a disagreement or arguments. You guys may have just been in a funk lately and you guys just need to reconnect, like be locked in again. I think that your spouse is going to reaffirm how much you are the apple in their eye. You are the sunshine. You are the happiness. You are the air that they breathe. It's kind of giving me like a 90s love. A little bit, I'm not going to say a little bit toxic, but I just said it. A little bit toxic in the sense of they will push your buttons, but that is the only button that you would enjoy being pushed on, right? I think that you and your lover, your spouse, is just going to recommit to each other. I love this for you. Communication. If you are single, you may feel like you found your soulmate, or you may feel like you found the person who you really want to spend the rest of your life with at this point. I feel like you're either you're going to pass this person like through like the red string effect, or you take a picture and then in the background you won't realize it until years later. I really feel like you're going to meet the person who is going to really make you feel like you again. You're alive, right? But you won't realize that you met them this month until a year later. Ah! And if you're just out there just loving life as it is, I feel like you're going to really meet impactful relationships where not only do you stand out in the crowd, but they stand out in the crowd. And their energy is just so romantic and pleasing that you guys just get attention from the weirdest people. But the memories that you guys create is just unforgettable. I love that for you. Okay, what is actually happening for pile 2 this month, July? The Six of Swords. Oh my gosh. 666. Revisiting the past. Change. Not being scared or fearful. Oh my gosh. You're going to have to revisit a project. And the project is going to make you feel more stable and refined. The Six of Swords, it's you doing things on your own terms in reverse. Because upright, it's you being pushed somewhere that you're not okay with people who you don't necessarily agree with, but they think that it's what's best for you. It's in reverse. So now it's you're finally taking control of this energy of forward movement. And you're feeling like it's okay for me to go back into murky waters to figure something out. You're looking back on the past for something, and that thing's going to give you the answers to stability. The Four of Pentacles is you being conservative in a good way, right? Conserving your energy. But it's also you just being very self-aware, mind, body, soul. From the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Everything's in alignment with what you want and how you want it and how you need it. So July energy is all about you just feeling refreshed in your connections and you being refreshed and you reliving things that made you happy. You feeling like your relationships are worth it now. Any takeaway messages for group 2? Advice and messages. The Wheel of Fortune, divine connection, divine occurrences. Things are happening because you've manifested it once upon a time. I'm seeing a lucky clove, right? And it's just like this wishful thinking is making life worth living again. Finding a reason to live. Finding a reason to keep going forward. Not being stuck in the energies of being pessimistic. We have the Queen of Swords, not feeling harsh or rough around the edges, right? The Queen of Swords is very blunt. She's very aware. She knows things. She recognizes things. She's able to predict things. She has a very analytical brain. But because she's so smart, sometimes she locks off her feelings. This month is about you feeling your feelings, stepping out your comfort zone with the Hermit card. And there go the King of Cups. So logically, emotionally, okay, I need to stop. Let's put this down. Emotionally, things will make sense, right? And you may feel like you're doing things out your comfort zone with the King of Cups and the King of Wands. But because you're doing things because of what your inner self says, your innermost thoughts, and what makes your mind feels free, then you're going to feel this happiness. And the universe wants you to feel this happiness. It wants you to feel this commitment. It wants you to know that you are on the right path, even if it feels wrong, even if you feels like your back is against the wall, even if it feels like you do not know what you want and you feel like time is of the essence. Time is what you make of it. Time is what you create with it. You're not changing for the worse. You're not changing because people want you to change. You're not changing because you feel like you have to. You're changing because things make you happy. And to be honest, it don't really feel like a big change. It really feels like you just stepping out into the world and saying, I've arrived. It's an arrival period for you. The month of July is just you establishing that I have a fresh mind and I've recreated my body because of love. And I like how love feels. Even if it hurts me sometime, I know that pain is not intentional and it doesn't last forever. That pain sometimes I'm able to endure because it's teaching me something. And while teaching can be hard, I'm okay to learn that lesson because I'm a testament to other people. And I like to testify to people. I like to preach the gospel to people. And when I say gospel, I'm not saying the Bible. I'm not saying certain religious beliefs. What I'm saying is that you're speaking with truth and honor and dedication. And this month, you're feeling complete and you're feeling whole because you've realized that everything is interconnected and your energy is the center of it. And your expression of this makes you have the best relationships, whether it's with children, whether it's with other adults, with your parents, with your coworkers, with your superiors, with your peers, with your subordinates. It feels good. Your impact on this world comes from love and your ability to connect with Mother Nature. You may attract a lot of animals towards you this month, but each animal, they represent something to you within the season of your life. And it's so important for you to take heed of this animal and their energy because they're telling you something that you keep passing by. It's not weird for you to connect with the outside forces as far as what Mother Nature has created for us. Use it. You may feel like your holistic approach to life now is to use herbs. Use it as you see fit. Eat more greens or eat more raw fruits and vegetables. Drink more tea, take you a nice little herbal bath of some sort. Maybe use natural ingredients to create the stuff that you use on a daily basis. So like your lipstick, your lip gloss, lip balm, your lotion, your shampoo and conditioner, perfume. You're able to develop it too. You have the credentials, you have the sources. So make your hands and feet to create the relationships that you want. And just know relationships are not one-dimensional and you're able to receive exactly what you put out in this world. You are a mirror for a lot of people, and that mirror is love and light. With a little splash of reality of, okay, there's a little, things don't go right all the time. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you receive the exact message you need to hear right now based on our 2025 prediction for July. What you need to know, what you're manifesting. Until next time, bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you are drawn to the Malachite, then you are big on changes, movement, transformation, but in a very gentle way. I want to welcome you to your 2025 July prediction, and I want you to set the intention on you knowing exactly what's going to come to you for what you're manifesting and what is actually occurring for your July 2020 life, what's surrounding you, and any key messages that Spirit wants you to know. What does pile number 3 need to know about July for their month? What does pile number 3 need to know? What energy are they embodying this month? What's to come for them? Ooh. Gemini and Pisces. With the combination of Gemini and Pisces energy, your mind is being activated. Gemini's energy is you being very analytical, but very short-winded with your analytics, right? Doing things that's directly in front of you, taking things one step at a time. It's you not spreading yourself thin and you just really being mindful of what type of things you process and what types of things you push out. The Pisces energy is more so you being very fluid with your emotions and you just balancing the analytic skills, the analytic side of your brain, but also the emotional side of your brain. You being very creative, but you just being realistic and know that, hey, I may think and feel this and I'm processing this, but is this my emotional attachment, my emotional response, or is this me actually knowing something because it's facts? It's you deciphering reality from what is being played with, like manufactured. It's you figuring out, is this a game being ran on me, or am I the one that's creating my reality? Am I reacting to what the world is giving me, or am I enjoying what I want to put out in the universe? What is energy for pile number 3 and what they're getting? What is energy for pile number 3 for July? It says the law of perfect health. Listen to divine guidance with your body, right? So it could be that you're working on your mental health, and mental health is very big for you this month, but also your gut, figuring out how your gut is really affecting you. So this month, I see you doing a cleanse. You just really watching what you consume mentally and physically and emotionally and spiritually. This month is you removing parasites out your body. You don't need parasites. They're draining your energy. And then we have law of intention, give up complaining, right? So you are intentionally doing things because you know that whatever you see in your mind's eye is what you create. And your mind's eye, it keeps telling you to do a certain thing, but you keep avoiding it. And you're avoiding it because logically it doesn't make sense. So I feel like for the month of July, you will be spiritually tapped in and making decisions based on your spiritual path and also what you see. So you may experience a lot of dreams this month. You may, have a lot of flashback, butterfly effects this month. You may also just ponder on things a lot. You're going to sit in silence because you are listening to your gut, your intuition. I feel like you may explore Reiki healing. You may do some chakra balancing. You may also meditate a lot, or you may decide to visit a hypnosis. This month is you just really trusting the offerings from the universe. This month is you really trusting that what you know as your normal is not it. It's a lot of illusions, and you're processing it both at the same time of analytical skills and emotional skills. Is you processing it at the same time, but you don't know what the output's going to be. But you have to trust yourself enough to know that you're going to make healthy choices based on what you're receiving, based on your boundaries, but also what your reality wants to be like. So you have a lot going on with how you're transmuting energy. This month is you transmuting the right energy for yourself based on what your brain processed, and your brain is working overtime. So epiphany is happening. You may have a spiritual alignment or a spiritual awakening happening for you also. You may decide to seek out a spiritual mentor, go on a spiritual retreat or plan a spiritual retreat, speak with a therapist from a holistic perspective, or just doing some things or learn a new spiritual path. So you may decide to study Buddhism or Hinduism, or go with their practice. What does pile 3 need to know about their energy for July? You have the Siren. It says allowing yourself to be distracted from what you should be doing leads to procrastinating, avoidance, and needless problems. So you being a siren is you calling out or you getting attention, but being very particular with the attention that you're receiving. We also have the seeker. It says the meaning of life is to seek ways to give your life meaning, doing so with gratitude, patience, and compassion for both others and yourself. Right? I want to read one more. Then we have, now I have 2. Let me put it down now. Okay. We have the warrior. And it says, know that you have the power to defeat negative thinking. Learn to understand and cope with the greatest enemy, your own fear. And then we have the messenger. It says, make sure that what is being said is what's being heard. The same words and messages can often mean different things to different people. So for this month, I feel like your energy is big on, like I said, it's that receiving and putting out energy and making sure that it's done correctly. So you may find yourself doing things twice, right? And it could be you're doing it because your brain tells you to, and then your gut telling you to. You may have to revisit things multiple times. So it seems like this month may be a little bit challenging for you in the sense of you have to do things multiple times to get the results that you need, right? This month, I'm making things happen. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to see blockages. I am going to just push through every challenge, even if whatever I want isn't the best the first time. You're willing to redo it again and again and again until it's good, because with you practicing, you're measuring twice so that you will only cut once. And what that means is that you're preparing yourself so when you do start to have your routine is built, then everything seems so easy and seems so small. You taking 5 minutes out your day to do things over and over again will make it, one, easier in the future for you to do it, and it will require less time and less attention. It's basically muscle memory. This month is you identifying how you use your body, your mind, and your soul and sync into one for you to get what you want, right? With the perfect health energy, It's more so alignment, being attuned towards your energy. And I guess that's why you're going to be working with a lot of like energy work, as far as hypnosis or Reiki healing or just cleansing, right? Because you want to make sure that your energy centers in your body is aligned and they're all communicating with each other properly. You don't want to make decisions where it's a smart decision, but you're sad. You don't want to make a decision where you're happy, but it's just like, I don't have the best reputation with it. So this month is all about you balancing what is putting in versus what being put out. It's what you're receiving, what you're transmuting, and how you can flip these energies back and forth based on your own good. It's all about you singing to the right ears that's willing to listen, and they're actually receiving what you want to hear. You're not going to waste your time explaining to people over and over again when they have a wall up and when they just simply decide that they don't want to receive it. This month is you really just aligning yourself with the right energies because you're very in tune with the things that you want. What is Pal 3 manifesting this month? What is Group 3 manifesting in July? The 4 of Wands, success, elevation, standing out, being able to be happy with who you are and where you're at in your life. So people are going to be promoted, yourself, right? So with your job, or it could be you upgrading your car, your home. It could also be you finally getting that ring, or you feeling more secure within your relationships. So you're manifesting an award of yourself, you stepping up, you being upgraded, right? And you are going to be upgraded for the most part. The 4 of Wands, 4 represents stability and 1 represents passion. You're going to be stable within your passion and your accomplishments, right? You're going to feel like you're the victor. So some of us are going to complete a lot of projects this month. I see certificates. With the Devil card, the Devil card speaks about attachments or materialistic type of things. So you're probably manifesting external things that make you happy, right? The things that you thought that you needed, but you're going to slowly realize that I may not need it right now. I'm just doing this because I see it as a challenge and I want to push myself forward. I want to challenge myself to see that if I do get it, how would I react to it? The Devil card is you being bounded by things, but then you're also being able to break free from it. It's that duality type of energy, right? It's you digging deep and figuring out, do I want this resources? This is a link to Capricorn energy for the most part. And then you're also manifesting recovery of some sort. So a lot of us could literally be having health issues, right? And well wishes to you when it comes to your sobriety journey or your journey with finally choosing yourself and having a happy life where you can process things the right way, right? Like you're not doing things to cope. So this month is you manifesting the right coping mechanisms, the right mechanisms for you. It's you finally winning and you finally closing the chapter on things that no longer serve you. It's you finally moving on from things that used to control you. You're no longer on that puppet string anymore. You have cut those cords and it's no longer painful. The outpour that you had and the sadness that you had is now what's bringing you happiness. No more you're crying over spilt milk. You're more so crying because you're so proud of yourself, because you're finally winning. You're accomplishing things that really makes you happy. You're no longer worried. You're receiving information exactly how it is. You're very realistic with your mind and your intentions and your goals. You see yourself winning. And because you see yourself winning, you continuously win. What is actually going to happen this month for Pal 3? The Empress. Upright. Okay. Abundance. Victory is yours. Being very creative. Exploring things. Expressing things without feeling any animosity or guilt. I see you physically creating something. So if you find the need to build or, start your business or sell your gift, it's okay. When I mean sell your gift, I mean like everything is unique about you. Everybody has that thing that nobody could recreate. And you're going to monetize that. And monetize doesn't mean that, a financial transaction, but you may say, okay, I will make you this, or I'll give you access to this if you give me this. It's like a barter system. So this month is you being peaceful with one, who you are, you having self-love and dedication to yourself, but also you being able to negotiate your gifts to get what you want. Love this for you, pile number 3. What else is going on with pile number 3? What are they actually going to receive this month? The Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. The Queen of Wands is unapologetically themselves. You are going to be a performer this month. I don't know how you're going to perform, but you have a stage. And this stage could be physical. It could be something that's in the mind. But you are going to create or recreate a reality for people to experience. This month is you drawing in attention with your unique gifts. You may have community events. You may be the life of the party. You may throw some party. You may host some party. But this month is you just standing in your power. Oh my gosh. You maybe feel more beautiful than ever. Right? We have a lot of cards. Let's put these back. Ooh, everything is popping out. Okay. Don't get too cocky, right? When life starts to happen the way how you like it. Let's see. What else is coming out for the month of July? What's actually happening? The Queen of Swords. It's interesting that we have 3 Queen type energy. The Queen of Swords is a person who is very strategic and thoughtful, right? It's a person who is very blunt, very direct. The Queen of Wands is a person who leads with charm, or they nurture with charm. The Queen of Swords nurture with words. The Empress leads with love and compassionate type of energy. So this month, you are going to use your charm, your words, and your ability to make people feel loved to get what you want. Who are you? And what are you doing here? And why are you doing this? That may be what people are saying to you, or that could also be what you're saying to other people, right? I feel like you are just going to feel like yourself again this month, and it's going to be so happy. You're going to be so proud. People are going to be cheering for you. You're going to set some goals. I feel like you're going to probably run a marathon or just give yourself a very big challenge. All right, let's see what's to come with love. Group 3. What's to come with love with group 3 for the month of July? The Moon card. Oh my gosh. Are you scared about relationships? The Moon card is duality energy. Things are not being seen. Things are hidden. It's also you trying to find the right path, right? Whether you're going to walk the path of fear or strength, you're going to be direct with the things that you want, or it's you just being spontaneous. I think that a secret is going to be revealed to you this month for the most part. And it's something that you were not expecting. I feel like you are going to have a moment where you need to recollect yourself when it comes to a relationship of some sort. Or also it could be you just speaking your truth within your relationship, your dynamics. This month will be very emotional. And it's crazy because we have the Moon card in Pisces. They are kind of linked to each other. So I think that you may dream about your partner, or you may cross your partner of some sort, or you just may get the answers to your questions about your partner through a dream or through a hypnosis session. Be careful when you decide to go to bed thinking about your partner, because the truth will be revealed. With the 10 of Wands, I do see relationships being stressful, but I guess if you're having a you moment with the 4 of Wands and you're using all your good glory, I think that Spirit is saying not to focus on relationships this month. I think that it's going to distract you from you, And the spotlight needs to be on you this month. You don't need to entertain people where you are the priority. You are going to finally realize that you are prioritizing people who are prioritizing you, and your time and energy and how people get access to you is non-negotiable. The people who are there for you could stay around and be there for you, and the people who, you know, walked in your life or treat you like a doormat or treat you like a revolving door will be stuck in that energy while you moved on. What's to come? The Temperance card. Yeah, I think that for the month of July, relationships should not relationships should not be a thing that you focus on, even if you feel like you've met your knight in shining armor. One of our biggest challenges in life is to see how we react when things fall apart and you're just testing your limits. Spirit is telling you, no, 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 no. Watch out, watch out, watch out. That's not the right move. Take your time. Let's rethink this. Let's not do it this way. But you're just like, but I love them. And Spirit's just like, no, you're losing yourself because you care so much about them. You have to figure out that it's okay to put yourself first. And if they want to entertain you, entertain your energy, that's fine with you. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you're good. You cannot give the best of yourself or receive the best from somebody else if you're not okay. And I feel like because you're healing, you feel like you're most healed in this journey right now in July, that it's not worth the sacrifice for somebody coming in your life and not to disturb your peace, but disturb the flow that's going in. No matter if they come in this knight in shining armor, it's a cloak of some sort. They're hiding something. Let's dig deep. Who is this energy, or what is this energy? Ooh. We have the Star card and the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, or it could be Aquariuses. It could be an energy where you feel like you guys had to separate, and now that you're back and you're healed, then this energy or this relationship could have a stable foundation. But look how far away the castle is. It's out in the wilderness. So you have the opportunity to experience this, but will you make it to the finish line? You know, you may have lost hope with this person. This person may have blocked you or just bring you through the ringer. Or it's a person who may have introduced you to the lifestyle that you're running from right now, right? And your loving heart, the hearts where your mind battles it over and over again, is telling you like, now's not the time, because you may relapse. You may take a step back into the world that you don't want. So is it worth it? Or is this person worth the sacrifice? Is it worth it? Are you willing to give this person another opportunity at the detriment of your life, of the things that you want, of the things that makes you happy, right? Any messages for what's to come, relationships, and why? The Hermit card. You guys are probably not in communication, or you guys may feel like it was time to take a break, but they're coming back. And I don't feel like they're coming back with the best intentions. Yep. They're going to mess your mind up again. They're going to come in and say like they can provide things for you, right? But they're still cold. They're not going to give you access to the emotions that you want. And you're going to be scared to approach this energy and this feeling of love because you're so used to them doing you wrong and them living a fast lifestyle where you want your lifestyle to be a little bit more reserved. They're not in alignment, or they're not in tune with your energy because you no longer put them first, right? You are now probably using your brain, whereas in the past you used your emotion. Or it could be an energy of you always use your emotion and using your brain, vice versa. Like you flipping and flopping with the situation, and you don't want to complain anymore because it's just like, if you did things intentionally, then you won't experience this. If you trust yourself enough and protect your body, protect your mind, protect your energy, protect your relationship, then you won't do this. And I guess that's why the codependency energy came up, because you're probably manifesting this codependent relationship, this relationship where you have been holding on to for the longest. But Spirit is saying that, is it worth your mental health? You are purposely blinding their actions and how they treat you because you feel like you're ready and you've done the work. Just because you've done the work doesn't mean they've done the work. And Spirit is saying, be careful what you manifest, because it may not occur exactly how you manifest it. So you're manifesting this love, but this love is a lesson. You're manifesting this relationship, but this relationship is going to teach you again how to have boundaries. So prioritize yourself. All right. What message Spirit have to give pile 3 for the month of July? The 4 of Cups. Be picky with the emotions that you entertain, but also be open to feeling your own feelings. Stop suppressing it. The more you suppress it, the more explosive it's going to be when you finally show it. The Ace of Swords. You are not in denial. You just need to switch your perspective when it comes to whatever has been on your brain a lot lately. Spirit is saying that you're smart enough, but you get in your own way when it comes to your own feelings and your own thoughts. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Your happiness is linked to your independence. And I feel like you tend to be codependent on a lot of people. And this doesn't just stick with relationships. It could be you're codependent on your teacher. Like, you're quick to be like, hey, what is 1 + 1? She's just like, try to figure it out. I done taught you. Like, you know, sit with it. And you're just like, but your role is to help me. So be mindful of the titles that you give people, because it means a lot to you and it'll mean a lot to them, right? You really need your people to show up for you this month. But I feel like you're going to overthink how to attract the right crowd and the right people. So this month is, yes, you balancing your happiness through a very thoughtful and thorough type of manner. But at the same time, you have to really, you know, have check-ins with yourself. So spirit advice is for you to establish what your boundaries are, what you're willing to accept, establish how you want to receive love and happiness, but also establish like the energies that are great for you. You have to identify those things. This month is you just really calling a spade and seeing things exactly how they are, not towing the line. You towing the line gets you in predicaments where you have to heal over and over and over again. And you're tired of being tired. Heck, I'm tired for you. I'm happy for it at the same time, but you don't want to complain anymore. You have to learn how to cope with yourself, and you putting yourself in predicaments that's not the best for you. That's not ideal for you. You're coping with the battle within. You and your ego and your fear is what's fighting against you. So you may appear 100% on the outside, but when things get quiet, you're scared, you're fearful. Your inner child's and your imposter syndrome illuminates. It's like you consistently pick apart the quote unquote bad things about yourself. You have no bad thing about yourself. You have light within you, and that light could be bright and that light could dim. So you keep focusing on the wrong essence of that light. Stop highlighting things that's not making you happy. The more you do that, the more you get sad, the more you complain, the more you battle with your mind and your heart, the more you don't receive the things that you want and need within your reality. You worry and you then seek advice and love from the wrong people. So for this month, I really want you to be intentional with your energy, with your body, with your mind, with your soul, and do the things that you set out to do. You're already there. So why not? Why not? All right, pile number 3, that's what I had for you. I hope I gave you some clarity and confirmation. Until next time, thank you so much. See you later. Hello, pile number 4. You were attracted to Kyanite, or your mind's eye chose it. And Kyanite is a very peaceful, very calming crystal. It calls a need for truth and relaxation, tranquility. So I feel like for the month of July, your energy lies in your ability to speak your truth and be peaceful within it, for you to sit in the energy that you have created with your mind's eye and the ability to breathe. What is happening for group number 4? What is the energy surrounding them for July? Oh, let's do these 2 cards. So we have Aries, initiating, and then we have think. Okay, so I actually read what this card meant in the book, and it's all about asking for help and doing the right thing when you need it. So relying on things or people or getting resources outside of yourself. It's the energy of who does the go-to person go to when they need help. The Aries is a very youthful and young energy. They haven't experienced anything else yet. They have to go through 11 cycles of learning, and each lesson builds upon itself. So for this month, I feel like you are reconstructing your life where you're able to learn things that you had a hard time learning, but you're learning through collaboration and effort from other people. Okay? What does July have for pile number 4? So it's all about your mind. We have law of mental equivalence. It says use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. Okay. And then we have law of perception. Look beyond delusion of the one truth. Multiple things are happening at once, and you're able to go back and forth between timelines. So in one timeline, you are this young, youthful person who, doesn't know anything for the most part, or they are not experiencing some things. But in the next timeline, they are the master. But those two timelines could clash, and what happens? So I feel like you are going back and forth between timelines. So you're probably quantum jumping a lot. And this month is you just doing things because it feels right. And you, not to say you're the baby within the family, you could be the baby within your family, but you just being spontaneous with your energy, you being a go-getter. Being a go-getter and not overthinking things. Being a go-getter and knowing that who's your worst enemy, one is your mind, but also the people who tend to speak down on your dreams. So if you come by a person who is just like your little business, oh, why are you into tarot and crystals? That don't mean nothing. The people who don't see life or view life the way how you view it, you don't have to put value into their thoughts and what they're saying. It's very meaningless to you and the mission and the goal that you have. This month for you is all about you just going places and visiting things that you would never expect to do, right? The law of mental equivalence is you doing things that people told you not to. A little bit of a rebellious soul. And there's nothing wrong with you being a rebellious soul. You have the energy to do it, so why not? Why compress it? The law of perception is doing that, what you've experienced. So somebody's trying to mentor you. What they've experienced is their experience. They have the right to it, and it's not a lie what they experienced. But at the same time, it's not your truth. And you are seeing life through what you want, what's actually happening, and the lessons that people are teaching you. So you are taking a very wise approach to life because the combination of all three things, right? Let's see the energy that you're embodying this month. So we have Sage. It says, look at your situation with the mature, experienced viewpoint of a white person. Examine assumptions about the aging process and mastery. Interesting. And then we have the Manifester. Monitoring your inner dialogue and using quantum affirmations daily can help you to make your desired life changes. You're basically practicing the law of attraction. That's what you're doing. And the law of oneness. But at the same time, you are also practicing that if it does not fit in my reality, I can reject it. I'm going to jump timeline. I'm not dealing with this. It's like having that baby in the family. I want what I want. I'm going to cry until I get it. You figure it out. So you realize that, oh, it's not working out this way. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to reflect. I'm going to try this way. I'm going to keep trying to do things until it happens. And I know for a fact that it will happen. No one cannot tell me that it's not going to work out the way how I want it to work out. Because I have an inner knowing. I have the ability to be spontaneous. That I will only receive the things that I want to receive. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. But I'm so focusing on the positive light of life. The positive source within life. I know mentally I am where I'm supposed to be because I balance duality and I also process it intuitively. I just do things and it works out. Everything works out in my favor. everything works out in my favor. Everything works out in my favor. You consistently say that. You consistently do that. You know what's a good song for you to like manifest with? Win Again by Nicki Minaj. Because she speaks life into herself. And I think that that's what you're going to be doing this month. And you're going to be doing this without realizing it. Like, you know, some people when they read, they actually hear the thoughts of the word, hear their thoughts. They actually hear the words in their mind. Some people don't. I feel like you're going to subconsciously be saying things in your mind without you realizing it. So when you're doing that, it's all positive. It's all you winning. I win again. I win again. I win again. Everything works out to me. Everything works out to me. Money loves me. Money's attracted to me. I am going to get everything I want unapologetically. What? No one could out hustle you. No one could pierce your mind to put negative thoughts in it. The things that's happening is because you perceive it that way. You are the creator of your life. And this month is you just taking off. Right out the gate. The race is on. And you switch every single time. It's not working out for you. Oh, you don't want to run fast enough? Okay, go to this timeline. It's a little bit slower. Oh, I need to put more pressure on myself? Let me elevate this way. I have more pressure on myself. Oh, I want to become the president of NASA and I have no type of scientific experience. I'm going to make it happen. Nothing is impossible for you this month. You are a go-getter where nothing is going to deny you because of the energy that you possess. You are trusting your intuition to make things happen. Things are going to happen. You're not going to let authority take control over you for you to not have the goals that you want. You're going to be so unrealistic with your desires that the universe has no choice to make it happen. I love this for you. Let's get into your tarot. What you're actually manifesting. What is pile for actually manifesting for the month of July? What you're actually manifesting is something beyond wealth. You're manifesting energy. You're not manifesting physical things. So the Ace of Pentacles is literally manifestation, but it is stability, right? You want to manifest resources, but that's not your energy. You don't want to manifest money. You want to manifest the experience of it. You don't want to manifest having, let's just say, Botox. You want to manifest being beautiful in this way. You're manifesting access to things because you know your worth and your value once you get those things. Oh! I wish someone would told me this when I was younger. I'm going to do this month too. I'm going to manifest the experiences that I want because I know what I can do to enhance the reality of me enjoying it. Baby! The Ten of Pentacles. So we have the start and the finish. So I see you like going through cycles with things. So you may revisit a lot when it comes to your manifestation. I feel like you're manifesting abundance throughout the proper channels. So you don't want to skip any stages. So you're very mindful of how you're receiving your abundant life, your happiness for the most part. You are manifesting life just going well for you, life being happy for you, life just taking you by the wind because you are so aware of who you are, even though you're young and you're experiencing things for the first time. You know that's all going to work out for you. Your reading right now is a walking testament of affirmations. So if you're not speaking life into yourself every morning or affirmations, baby, do yourself some justice and do it. What is pile for actually manifesting? Page of Swords in reverse and then the King of Swords. You are manifesting mental agility. This is literally what the story of Athena is. So you are making sure that whatever you start, you end. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, beginning, end. Page of Pentacles and Page of Swords and King of Swords. That's energy of developments. You are developing a lot this month. You're developing energy. I'm not surprised if you already tapped in with energetic sources. Like you could probably feel when something's about to happen, not emotionally, but like energetically at its core. And if you could do that, if it's indicated that that's what you're experiencing, please enhance it. Please start reading it. You know how to manipulate energy. Ooh, it is not like, oh, I'm gonna manifest somebody. It's more so like, oh, you want it to rain? Okay, I'm gonna show you it could rain. It's gonna have a bad thunderstorm a week from now, and boom, we have a bad thunderstorm. Or I'm gonna make it very hot, or very sunshine and rainbows. That's your energy. You go in the water, and a whole bunch of fish is drawn to your energy. Your energetic field is so powerful. Woo! Cleanse it when you feel the need to. What is actually gonna happen for pile 4? For the month of July? The 4 of Cups, meditation, using your mind, right, to get what you want. The 4 of Cups is also energy of emotional detachment. So I feel like you're going to tap more into your mind than into your feelings for the most part. Not stressed, not being worried over things that no longer serve you, not having anxiety for the most part. Tapping into your feminine energy and knowing how to balance your masculine energy. What is actually happening for pile number 4? For the month of July, what's actually happening? The 7 of Pentacles, you being patient. Hold up. How you gonna be patient with the Aries card? Okay, so knowing when to slow down. Okay, knowing where you are in the cycles and knowing when to slow down, when to make things happen the way how you want it to happen. Because mentally you're able to see things the right way, and emotionally you may say, oh well, it is what it is. My mind makes better decision than my feelings. Okay, I like that for you. What is the energy for love for pile number 4? What is the energy? The 8 of Pentacles, relaxing, not prioritizing love for the most part, not really pouring a lot of energy into it, being very relaxed. Okay. I think that you're going to go with the flow a lot. You know what relationships you should take seriously, and you're going to entertain the right ones. You're going to be very selective with who you entertain. The Queen of Swords, so a lot of y'all could be single, or you just want to find your identity within your relationship. So this month is you focusing on yourself and not like romanticizing toxic patterns, or not romanticizing love for the most part. This month for you is just you establishing boundaries within your relationships, whether it's your partner who you love and care about, or it's other relationships within your life. With the Devil card, the High Priestess in reverse, and the 2 of Wands, you no longer want to be the person who holds the relationship together. You want to enjoy it. You want to take things slow. So I see you really just not telling things how it is, because you want people to figure it out on their own. So instead of you leading the horse to the water, you mindlessly wander with them, because eventually you're going to realize that they're walking in circles and it's time to pivot. With the Devil card, you no longer want to be trauma bonded by somebody, and you're simply accepting not to, and they're not used to it, right? So you're going to leave people out in the cold. With the High Priestess, I feel like you probably lost your inner self and inner guidance and inner truth, and I feel like you want to find that voice again within your relationship. And the 2 of Wands is just you being sick and tired of being sick and tired. So when it comes to love, I see you just enjoying low effort type of relationships. Like, you don't want to be around a friend that's always complaining. You don't want to be around the lover that does not live up to your expectation. You are going to tell them what you require within this relationship and leave it as is. If they decide to take you on that journey and let your life be a little bit easier, then great. If not, you're willing to move on. You're not being stuck with relationships anymore. Any messages from Spirit for the month of July? Any advice? The Queen of Wands, happiness, the 5 of Pentacles, be careful who you abandon, the 3 of Pentacles. Know that isolated life is not a lonely life, but also know that there's a difference between being secretive and being private. You could stand out in a crowd and be happy, but still deny people who you don't get along with, and that's okay. You don't have to stay with people who been in your life because of timeline type of energy. If you feel like they no longer serve you, you have the right to grant them the access to not access you anymore. You also have the right to say, I'm sticking with this person because I want to, and I don't have to explain to nobody else. You know, you don't have to over explain yourself in the predicament that you're in. You've made decisions. You know why you made your decisions. Your decisions are made based on your experience in life, and you're okay with it. And whoever cannot handle it, that's on them. That's not your responsibility. So this month is all about you being responsible with yourself and yourself only. You have an accountability, and you just seeking the answers through your experience or being wise from the other experience of others. You know what you're doing. I'm just confirming it for you. So that was your reading for what's to come in July, pile number 4. Thank you so much for trusting me, and see you next time. Bye.